Hello everyone, welcome back to Easy Education London, and today we are looking at completing the series for the 11 plus NVR. So we have covered this before, but there's an acronym we have to follow for your MVR, and it goes by SNAPS. So this is the acronym we follow. S stands for shape. So you look at the shape, look at if there's a particular pattern, is there any consistency within the shapes? Name the shape. Is it a pentagon? Is it a hexagon? Is it a circle? N is number. Look at the number of lines. Look at the number of dots. A is angle. Look at the angle. Is it in a 45 degrees angle? Is it 90 degrees? Etc. A is angle. P is position. Look at the position of the shape, the position of the lines, the position of the dots. S is size. Look at the size. Does it increase from one to the next, or does it decrease? And finally, S is shading. So look at the particular shapes. Are they shaded in, or are they blank? Are they empty? So let's have a look at this example. So to the left in the example below, there are 5 squares arranged in order. One of these squares has been left empty. One of the 5 squares on the right should take the place of the empty square, and its letter has been marked on your answer sheet. So the example, we have, as you can see in the first image, so image 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously the last one would be 5. So the first image we've got a dot, the second one we've got a dot with 1 circle, third one a dot with 2 circles, the fourth one a dot with 3 circles. So as you can see, what's happening from one picture to the next, you've got a dot, a black dot in the center, but as you move from one picture to another, there's an extra circle, so it's adding +1. So the fifth image will clearly have the black dot in the middle with 4 circles, okay? Because here, if we look at SNAPS, we're considering N, which is number. We're considering how many circles are there in each picture. So that's something for you to consider. Now, out of the ones we have from A to E, which one has 5 circles? So clearly, that is option B. So the answer for this example would be B, as you have 5 circles with a black dot in the middle. So again, this is a simple way to tackle completing the series style questions using SNAPS. So we've got some practice questions to attempt. So so now try these practice questions below. Mark the correct answers on your answer sheet. So you've got P1 and P2. Pause the video and have a go. Let's go over P1. So if we look at image 1, image 2, image 3, and image 4, we need to consider SNAPS. So let's look at the shape. Again, they're all the same shape. So they're arrows. Let's look at the number. So we've got 1 arrow, 2 arrows, 3 arrows, 4 arrows. So obviously it's increasing by 1. Let's look at the angle. Again, there's no particular angle, but again, it's being flipped essentially. Look at the position. It's in the center. Look at the size. Again, they're all of the same size. And shading, there's no shading. So here we're looking at the numbers and the angles and position, so NAP. So what's happening from image 1 to 2, the arrow pointing down is being flipped and it's being added +1, or you're adding +1. So if you've got 1 arrow pointing down for number 1, for number 2, the arrow would be pointing up and there would be an additional arrow, so there'll be 2 pointing up. For the third one, it'll reverse, so you flip again, it'll be an arrow pointing down +1. So 2 + 1 is 3, so you'll have 3 arrows pointing down. For the fourth image, same thing, the 3 arrows are flipped, okay? So you'll have 3 arrows pointing up +1, so you'll have 4 arrows pointing up. And the fifth option, or the fifth one to complete the series, if you have a look at it in further detail, clearly the arrows will be pointing, in fact, down. And how many arrows will you have pointing down? You will have 5 arrows pointing down. So the only one where you have 5 arrows pointing down is clearly C. So if you have chosen C as the correct answer, well done, excellent. If you didn't, then make sure you review and check using SNAPS of where you went wrong. But the reason is quite simply because from the fourth image, it's being flipped and you're adding an additional arrow. So from the fourth image, you've got 4 arrows pointing up. And in the fifth image, all you do is you flip it and you plus 1. That's all you do. And the only one that meets that criteria is C. It cannot be D, cannot be B, cannot be A. It cannot be E because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 6 arrows. We're not looking for 6 arrows, we're looking for 5. Moving on to P2. So again, let's have a look at this using snaps. So again, you've got different shapes here, you've got different patterns. But what's significant is here, if you look at the positioning, if you look at the shading, if you look at the angles, the lines within the shape is going in one angle, so it's going this way. So a diagonal, okay? And then on the third image, it's going the opposite way. It's going this way. And between them, you've got pentagons. So you've got a pentagon, again, to the left, a pentagon to the right. So again, they're almost in a 45-degree angle. So remember, if you look at snaps, you're looking at the angle as well. So we know for the fifth image, it will be back to these shapes, but it will be back to this die. Okay? So again, you want to look at which one from A to E actually meets that criteria. So if we look at it in further detail, the only one that meets that criteria, if you look carefully, is in fact A. Because if you look at A and compare it with these two, it's the same outer shape, same inner shape, and it still observes the pattern or the angle within the shape. So this is how you would answer the question for P2. The others are wrong, as you can see, because they're different shapes and they have different angles. So the rest of these are going to be, in fact, wrong. So again, essentially, this is a simple way to answer your questions when completing the series using snaps. I hope you all found this video beneficial and insightful, and it's something that you can use to aid your revision. Now, as we are fast approaching the exams, it's important that you're practicing past papers and you're using snaps for your NVR. So lots and lots of practice, because practice makes perfect. You've got the summer holidays fast approaching. So you've got July and also August for you to revise and prepare for your 11 plus exams. So as you may know, most of these exams will take place in September 2023. We are going to create many more revision videos and content and lessons as well, again, for free for you to improve your understanding for the 11 plus. Do make sure you subscribe, like and share, as we will be creating a further playlist for your VR and showing you how to ace your exams in September. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to ask, please leave them in the comment section below. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share for more. Thank you.